Hello friends, welcome to Akulmach Business Channel, and in this video we will be talking about some of the very powerful words that we use in our day-to-day language, and these true meaning behind these powerful words, what kind of impact it has on our personality and also our business. It is very important for us to understand the true meaning behind these powerful words, especially if you are a leader and if you are a CEO of an organization. Let's find out. So friends, the first word on our list is something called valor. Valor is a very good leadership word. It actually tells you what is expected from you in terms of courage, in terms of drive, in terms of going forward and taking along with your company without fear. And it could be your company, it could also be your group. And most important aspect of being a leader is becoming fearless and then showcase all that in the field, that you're not scared of any situation. And therefore valor is a character that every leader must develop, and it requires a little bit of work to develop valor in terms of acquiring the right amount of training, in terms of thought process, what you think about about yourself when you place yourself in a situation. Sometimes people feel that okay, I can walk away from a situation, or I can hide under the table, or I can go back and think about it, maybe consult, but then your valor is getting reduced, the valor quotient is getting reduced. Therefore, whenever you are working as a leader or as a CEO, you must develop the feeling of valor. And valor is not courage, because courage is within you. It has to be demonstrated, and that is where the difference between courage and valor comes in. Courage can be within you, where you can be very courageous, but the valor has to be demonstrated. So this is a very good character which people must have. It is demonstration of courage, and it is one of the main ingredient of a CEO or a leader of a group. So let's go to the next word, which is values. Again, a very powerful word, very simple. We use it very cheaply in our language, but values is a very deep word. Value creates so many different aspects about your personality. It creates trust. It also creates your innovation. It creates your responsibility. It creates the quality of your organization. So value has a very deep and profound meaning. And let's start with understanding value itself. Value is the definition of how your character is developed. What kind of value system you have, and can you go to any extent, or you have some sort of a benchmark in terms of winning in business. Because you must have heard about another saying, which is winning is everything, but winning at what cost? And that cost is basically benchmarked by your value system, because you cannot go to any extent for winning. You have to draw a line somewhere and say that these are my policies in life because of your value system. So are you honest? So this is a good value. Are you courageous? It's a good value. Are you intelligent? It's a good value. So all of these value systems are very important. Are you knowledgeable? It's a value. And all of these things are important to drive your organization and also your company and also your character. So keep that in mind, friends, that values are very important for a CEO or for a leader. Let's move on to the third word, a powerful word in our dictionary, and that is called Valiant. Now, Valiant is something which is about going out there and taking a leap of faith. And that is something similar to courageous, because I talked about courage earlier. But courage is something which has to be developed internally, But then how do you basically shun all fears and dive into the cauldron of situation? For instance, if you're a businessman, CEO, it will require a lot of courage or a valiant nature to go and approach a tender bench which comprised of 25 people sitting across the table. And now you see that 25 people will actually negotiate with you, and that requires courage. It's not easy, and it you learn only by practice on going through this experience several times. So this is something which is very important. Now if you're going and talking to investors, for instance, investors will ask you all kinds of questions, and for most of these questions you may not have answers, and they will also ask you very deep rooted questions usually you don't talk about, because when they want to invest in your company, they will like to know everything about you, your company, where the money is coming from, how you are making your pipeline, and things like that. So that will also require a little bit of courage, and therefore being valiant is a very important feature for a leader. That means you're always ready to take the plunge in whatever activity you're doing and whatever activity is important for your organization. Let's move to the fourth very important word, that is called vibrant. Now we talked about so many serious stuff. Vibrant is the character of your personality which shows multi-colors of multiple sides of your persona. And being vibrant is like being alive. So when you are vibrant, that means to your team, you look like a very lively person. You're always very happy. You're cracking jokes. You're serious at this time, but you are able to convert this very serious situation in a very mellowed down situation. I will like to take example of one of the example of our Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi. Now he is a very vibrant personality because when he talks, he will basically dilute a very serious situation into a very mellowed down and makes it very interesting. There is another example I like to quote here is President Ronald Reagan. He will basically crack his original jokes, and he was actually famous for this, creating an environment which will make everybody comfortable. He was actually very popular for doing that, and therefore these leaders have very vibrant personality. And same thing we must strive to achieve in our life. It's not easy. It is not. It cannot be done in one day. It requires a lot of practice. It also requires a lot of presence of mind. So being vibrant is important, especially if you are a leader. There are certain leaders who show only one side of their personality, like they always show that they are very knowledgeable. They keep reading books and they don't talk much. And well, there is nothing wrong in projecting that, but that is not the vibrancy that you want to project, because now you are now putting yourself into a sort of a cliche. You are now typecasting yourself that when it comes to knowledge, go to this guy. But you are not a multi-talented personality, at least you are not showing off that. So being vibrant is important, and if you are a leader, it is important to develop this character also consciously. You have to develop this consciously so that you are very friendly person, you are approachable, you have a solution for the problems, you also have ability to crack jokes at a very serious environment. Whenever there is a lot of seriousness, you can come in and you can make environment very light. So these are things which are required, and if you understand this true meaning of being vibrant, well and good. Otherwise, it needs to be developed. The last word on our list is victory. There is nothing like victory, and victory is a very powerful word. And this is something which drives all leaders. Whenever you approach a situation in your life or in your company or on a crossroad, you always keep in mind what is your end goal. Without thinking about the end goal, you will never be victorious. And if you want to be victorious, want to earn the victory, you have to plan your procedures, plan your strategy right, so that you can achieve that victory. Because victory is not something which will be available on the plate. Nobody will give you on a platter that, hey, come and get it. It is lying here. It's like Aladdin's chirag, which if you dive into the cave, you will get it. No, we don't know where this victory or the victory lamp is lying. We have to basically search for it, and therefore a strategy is required. So when we know the meaning of victory, well and good, but how to achieve victory is important. And therefore it is something which we need to think about. And I think why I'm talking about victory, because you cannot end the V words without talking about victory, because ultimately whatever we do is for winning something, for achieving something. And therefore, to understand the true meaning behind victory is to basically understand how to strategize to win your to achieve your goals, to win this particular aspect of your business. And therefore I thought I'll talk about this. So friends, these are some of these powerful words which we use in our day-to-day language, and understanding the true meaning behind these powerful words is the difference between success and failure, especially if you're a CEO or a leader. So friends, thanks for watching. I look forward to receiving your comments, and I will catch you again in the next one.